true basketball fan would love starting five because you get to manage the game.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this one. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The post pairing, it's Durant along with Ayton. Out on the wings, it's Booker and Okogie. And it's MP in at the point guard. And looking at the Nets, Hayward out there with O'Neal. Then it's Smith. Then it's Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Doris, we are right in the middle of the season now. And we've seen quite a few surprises so far, don't you think?
You know, it's interesting to me, Kevin, is you never know exactly what's going to happen. Some teams outperform expectations. Some obviously fall short. What's most fascinating to me are the few players who find a way to take their game to the next level. That's exciting. Well, this is a space you do not want to allow Gordon Hayward to get. He has been a lights-out free throw shooter his entire career.
And he sinks the second. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
And stolen by MP. The dish to Ayton.
This guy is such an intelligent basketball player who understands how to read defenses and make them react. Go to work, DeAndre Ayton.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
The free throw drops for Ayton. Ayton hits them both.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Here's Smith. And the rejection by Ayton. And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And our third month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. Taking a look at New Orleans. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
Well, right now for the Suns, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Pocket two, and he makes that one.
Sometimes the mid-range is your best opportunity. Bridges more than willing to make that shot work.
Here's MP. That shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And coming into that one, looking to be competitive, but the disparity in talent just too great.
You have the sense that they expected that result. Once they dug themselves into a hole, I thought they let go of the rope.
Booker with it. Bridges covering. And the dunk by MP.
Yeah, Booker keeping that defense off balance with his passing ability right there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the paint, here's Bridges. Rebound by the Suns. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Now, here's MP. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Miami.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
And it's Smith missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Smith against MP. And it's Smith missing.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
MP outside. Lobbed up there for Durant.
I think what takes people by surprise is how well Kevin Durant moves at his size. Just so good coming off the screen.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. MP against Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Smith, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton.
Not only can Smith take contact inside, he's willing to initiate it. That's a great aspect to his game.
Now, here's MP. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Inside. Ayton inside, working on Smith.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Booker.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's MP. That's tipped. Pass to O'Neal. Out to Smith for three. Hits it from three-point range. Smith's got 7.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And here is MP. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. To the inside, Smith. It's hauled in by the Suns. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
And here's Smith after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. No good that time. MP against Smith. MP, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Brendan Watford's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Walker comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Thomas subbed in for Dennis Smith. And the Suns also making a change. Bol, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Beasley's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's the pass to Eubanks. Bridges against MP. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And that one is hammered home.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Walker the pass to Thomas. From 13, Eubanks grabs the miss. Suns leading by 8. MP outside. Pass to Eubanks. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 8th assist here tonight. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Passes it to Thomas. And Bol sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Now, here's MP. Down low. They swipe it. Easily with it. He's against Bull. MP left side. And good that time. And now a 12-point Phoenix lead.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Thomas outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Thomas got it back down to within single digits for the Nets. MP against Bridges. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Now, MP. 5 on the clock. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Walker with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Outside, Walker. Just 5 to shoot. With the drive.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that way.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Please check in for Phoenix. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line in the
Group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Trendon Watford. O'Neal comes in for Basil. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Walker. And it's Dennis Smith in for Bridges. Here's Smith. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. A loaded front court with Durant and Ayton at the 4 and 5 respectively. Out on the wings, it's Booker and Okogie. And it's MP in at the 1. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Heat delivered a performance for the ages. He added 18 points, and his passing was a cut above, with a ton of assists on the night. It was a complete game from him, in every sense of the word. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Great. He'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rule. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. It seems less extreme.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Smith the pass to Thomas. Steps back and shoots. That's good on the jump shot. Thomas got 14 points for the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Smith against MP. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, DeAndre Ayton can be a gifted scorer. He is capable of some big-time nights.
Smith against MP. From 11 feet away. Smith no good. Phoenix leading by 8. MP with it. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, just tremendous court recognition. DeAndre Ayton excelling in the pick and roll there.
Timeout called the Nets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
T-shirts. Come on, everybody. We got T-shirts for everybody.
A Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Brooklyn, this season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
Here's Claxton. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. And the dunk by MP.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Claxton. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
MP hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. MP's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Dennis Smith Jr. seems to relish as a guard to go on the interior and get buckets. Nicely done.
MP finds Booker. MP outside. Brooklyn with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
We always talk about Josh Okogie's defense and his hustle, but this guy is starting to show you he can score it.
Nets trail by 12. Smith surveying the D. Claxton the pass to Hayward. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Devin Booker. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And the Nets making a change here. Walker's checked in. Hayward hits them both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfectly lined so far here in the second quarter.
And the rejection by MP. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Suns shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Suns making a change here. Madu's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And with this new CBA, Greg, for the first time, team and league licensing revenue, about $160 million a year, is to be shared with the players.
And I think that's probably jersey patches and stuff like that. It makes sense that the players should get a share of that.
MP outside. He lobs it up.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Nets trail by 13. Here is Hayward. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Walker's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. MP outside. Shot clock at 5. Booker with it. Now Thomas defending. No good from Booker. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. From 12 feet out, the rebound by Madu. Suns leading by 13. Booker the pass to MP. pass to Medu. Kogi inside the three-point line. Off target from the wing. The Nets shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Thomas kicks to Hayward. O'Neal outside. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Gordon Hayward in that instance. You think of him as a scorer, but he's a terrific setup guy as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Trendon Watford's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Paisley comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Thomas. And the Suns here with a different look. Eubanks, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Bol comes in for Metsu. Lee's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Devin Booker. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Walker finds O'Neal. 1:19 left in the second quarter.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Eubanks. And the layup's good off the glass. Eubanks got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. To end the run, they get the rebound. O'Neal, the layup off target.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. MP passes to Eubanks, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
And so it's
the Suns 56.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
O'Neal is out there with Hayward. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Dennis Smith. And it's Claxton in at the center. So that's the Nets 5.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Smith against MP. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Now here's Hayward. Tight defense on him. Off target with the jump hook. Suns leading by 19. Here's MP. Pass to Okogie. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 17 assists.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, KD gets himself right to the rim. Liftoff is complete.
Here's Bridges. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Pass to Smith. looking to get back on track here, and he lays it up and in. Smith's got 11.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Smith against MP. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. On the wing, Bridges. And he drops it in from the low post. 6 points for him.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Indoors, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player and is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. MP passes to Eubanks. Can't connect from short range.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
His third personal
Well,
foul.
make no mistake,
Team
Dennis
second.
Smith Jr. is not afraid of a little contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Thomas checked in for the Nets. And for the Suns, Ayton comes in for Eubanks. And Gordon subbed in for Josh Okogie. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Bridges dishes to Smith. It's good. Smith's got 15 points. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. And I'm sure they're anxious to get back home, as that will be game 6 of this 7-game road trip. For Phoenix, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Tattoo's checked in for Devin Booker. And both free throws good for MP. Nets trail by 21. Smith up top, covered by MP. That one misses. Suns have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Good D by Thomas. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. On the wing, Bridges. Over Gordon. Takes the 12-footer and hits. 8 points for him.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And here is MP. He's got 13. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Hayward can hit. Now, here's MP. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Hayward passes to Claxton. Baseline J on the way. The rebound by Medu.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
MP deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Inside. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Bridges dishes to Hayward.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but some...
So it's Phoenix now on the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Out on the wings, it's Booker and Okogie. A loaded front court with Durant and Ayton at the 4 and 5 respectively. And it's MP in at the point guard position.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
Hayward passes to Claxton. Down low, Watford. Offensive rebound. Hayward can't hit. Phoenix leading by 23. MP passes to Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
Brooklyn's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. MP against Smith. Over MP. And he overshot that one, missing. The Suns shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Out to KD. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
The pass to Walker. The Clutch Player Award debuted in 2023. Boris, what do you think of that on?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to find more unique aspects of the game to celebrate. Listen, players have specialties beyond just box scores, and that sort of thing deserves to be recognized.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And Durant sends it back.
I think it's probably the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's game. He's elite defensively and sends that shot back.
And Ayton throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Hayward. Out to Smith. They could use a bucket. Got a piece of it. And stolen by MP. Floats it up for MP.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning. What great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Pass to Walker. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And Durant sends it back.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
That one on Ayton.
I just love how Gordon Hayward has become so crafty on the interior. He really just keeps the defense off balance.
And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. You think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
Claxton with the bucket.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Here's MP. He dishes it to Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
DeAndre Ayton, a quality free throw shooter, so you love to see him create opportunities to get there.
DeAndre Ayton. At the line with 2 shots.
So he gets them both. And so Whitehead will bring it up for Brooklyn. Outside Fournier. To the inside. Stolen by Durant. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. They get it again. Here's Ayton. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Hayward looking around. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
It's tipped. In transition, here come the Nets. The shot's good from Fournier.
Well, this is where Fournier's at his best. Give him some room to run, and that speed will take its toll.
Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Whitehead passes to Fournier. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
You've got to be there on the catch if Devin Booker gets an opportunity from the perimeter. This guy too good a shooter.
To the left wing. Now Claxton from the arc. Fournier's shot is off.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
KD passes to MP. It's deflected. They recover it. And that one's good, Ayton.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Hayward passes to Claxton. He kicks to Fournier. To halt the run.
Boy, this guy's a gifted athlete, so if Evan Fournier gets that deep a post position, look out.
MP with it. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. They get it back. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fournier. Pass to Clowney. Beyond the arc. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Kevin Durant sees the game as well as any player, and with his size and vision, that combination is lethal.
And here's Hayward. Here's Clowney. Here's Fournier. Again, the Nets for 2.
This guy is more than capable as a ball handler. Fournier, clever navigating his way around the defense.
MP outside. And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA draft combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
What a polished offensive game. Fournier cashing in from the mid-range.
MP against Fournier. MP hands with the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touchdown. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks.